This video examines perception and how it is applied or used in society. We will look at our perception of ourselves, of others, and on how we can manage those perceptions to have a successful interpersonal relationship. We all have perceptions of ourselves or self-concept. We look at ourselves from the image of us that others reveal to us, the comparison that we make between ourselves and others, the teachings of our culture, and the way we interpret and evaluate our own thoughts and behaviors. But usually, some of us are contented to participate in interpersonal relationships without asking, what do I know about myself? What do I know about myself that others do not know? What is that others know about me that I do not perceive? And what is true about myself that I am not aware of and others have not noticed either? These four perspectives are called the Johari window. It examines the extent to which we know ourselves or self-awareness. In a case study conducted by Albuquerque et al. 2022, Johari window was used in analyzing the profile of the manager from the perspective of the employees. It was found out that most of the employees have the opinion that their manager is in the blind area of the Johari window, area unknown to the leader because communication between them is less, indicating that there is also less chance for both parties to know more about each other and create healthy relationships at work. It was concluded that for an organizational environment to be more efficient and healthier, there must be a clear relationship between the leader and the followers. Within the Johari window, that can be described through the open or public area, where the characteristics of people are recognized by themselves and others who are around them. When we learn to find the answers to these questions, we will be able to know the extent to which we value ourselves or self-esteem. Self-esteem denotes that if we feel good about ourselves, who we are and what we are capable of doing, we will perform better.
This video is our challenge to go on a journey for better perception of ourselves and others. Perception is not the same as reality. Perception is the process by which we become aware of objects, events, and especially people through our senses, such as sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Perception is not a destination. It is a continual journey to better understand others and ourselves. Perception has 5 stages. Simulation. It is where our sense organs pick up some signals. Organization. We put the signals into some kind of patterns, rules, schemata, or scripts. Interpretation. Evaluation. We give these signals some kind of meaning. The memory. We store this meaning into memory. Recall. We access the information we've stored in a memory. Example, as we grow up, if we often hear our parents telling us that we are not smart or creative enough, we would also begin to perceive ourselves in that way after it has gone through the 5 stages of perception. Usually, what our sense organs have picked up would affect our perception of ourselves and others, may be positive or negative. It's a challenge for us to grow in self-awareness and remind ourselves that no matter how we grew up, whatever influences that we have that shape our self-perception, at a certain point, we need to take responsibility for better understanding of ourselves. Here are the steps that you can take to self-awareness. Ask yourself about yourself. Listen to others. Actively seek information about yourself. See your different selves. Be more open with others. Each of these can help you in your journey to a more correct perception of you.
We also have perception of others. Interpersonal relationships are impacted by how we perceive others. We often take shortcuts in how we view others. We act on our perceptions as if they were true, and they become true. We always find fault with those we dislike or good with those we like. We only see what we want to or need to see. We only base our impressions on early or late information. We assume that people are consistent, and we single out 1 or 2 characteristics of a person and attribute everything that a person does to these 1 or 2 characteristics. It is not bad to have these shortcut perceptions since we all form first impressions of other people. Yet, we have to remember that it is not always right. Instead, be more open to know more about others, to understand them and also ourselves. Are you seeing how these can impact your interpersonal relationships? In conclusion, the perception that we have of ourselves and of others will dramatically impact our interpersonal relationships. With that, we can maximize its use to have better relationships in the society by making sure that we thoroughly examine how truthful our perceptions are and on trying to be more open as not to confuse others about what they should expect from us.